Oh, this is absolutely huge. Trying to dodge. Oh, gets the dodge. Oh my god. Welcome, ladies and gents, to another casted game of Age of Mythology Retold. This is a live game played on the ranked ladder right now. So I have no idea what the outcome is going to be. It's not a replay file. So let's see how we do here. We have two very, very strong players here. IamMagic on the top right part of the map here, playing as Oranos in the red. And on the bottom left part of the map, we have Blidge playing as Kronos. Sorry. Don't know why I struggle with that name. Kronos in the cyan. So we have an Atlantean Pantheon matchup here. And Oranos, haven't really been seeing too much of them. Pick rate is quite low for Oranos. Kronos, on the other hand, seems to be a lot more favored in the Atlanteans. Tends to be more of an aggressive style major god. Can move around buildings and time shift buildings and all that kind of stuff. So we must bear that in mind as well. Interesting thing with Oranos, we do have the portals. We have a quick look here. Oranos, these sky passages that you can build where you can teleport units around the map to different sky passages on the map. We also have an increased line of sight for our units. Oracles generate favor quicker when they're at full line of sight as well. And any units that you damaged are going to be visible for 25 seconds. And that's actually huge. 25 seconds, ladies and gents, is a very long time. I always forget how crazy that is. So we're going to be watching IamMagic a little bit more here because Oranos is an underpicked kind of unit. We can see some very interesting things going on here. We have Blidge actually forward putting down a mana here, which is kind of strange. Forward moving a mana and then immediately going to be removing that mana there, which is going to be disrupting the population space for IamMagic, which is kind of nice. So before, usually you'd see Kronos players using it to deconstruct temples, but maybe deconstructing houses might be a better choice. And we can see we've got oracles already in a forward position here, all three of them going along the map like that. It's probably the best thing to do is just to easily have them going in 3 straight lines so you can get some information. And we can see here that IamMagic here has got the information that there is a temple being put in the forward position there, of course, and he's just probably going to leave him there for now. So, Oranos, we do see the age up coming in both around the exact same time. Oceanus here for IamMagic. Of course, going to be getting that Caladria unit, which is quite nice. Caladria unit is that support unit, myth unit that can slow enemies and also heal as well. Doesn't actually do any damage. We do see from Blidge here. If we look back at Blidge, Blidge going to be going for the Prometheus, of course. Going to be shape-shifting that temple. Not too sure where. Where is it? Where's it going? Oh, okay, here we go. It's going right here. So yeah, this is quite a normal play for Kronos still, is to shapeshift the temple. When you age up with Kronos, you get 2 myth units. There it is. So 2 Prometheans are going to pop out, and then we're going to move that temple back home. And that is a very standard opening now for Kronos. And we can see maybe a forward, a very early second TC potentially coming in for Blidge. We can see that he's got a good amount of wooden coin backing up, so I imagine he's probably going to be going for that. Let's have a quick look at IamMagic. Going to be dropping down double counter barracks here. So counter barracks makes termers that are good against archers. And also it's very good to make termers into heroes because they've got good movement speed and they can easily chase down Prometheans like these guys over here. And now looks like Blidge is going to be moving that back. And yes, he is going to be doing that there. And remember, another thing for Kronos players, the more manas that you have on what you need to build, the quicker that building is to be put down. So you have an increased rate, which is quite nice. And looks like 5 citizens, so the equivalent of 10 villagers, going to be trying to go. We do see the Carnivora ability for IamMagic here, going to be trying to do some damage to the buildings. Does do also beautifully a shockwave there, going to disrupt those villagers, trying to really deny this settlement for as long as possible. I don't think it's going to be possible, though. Are we going to see some of the citizens being converted into heroes, maybe? I'm not too sure, but there is a lot of damage here. This Carnivora doing some serious damage. 20 base damage there. And does manage to get the TC up. Is he going to be able to repair it, though? This is kind of huge. 600 HP. Further Termers coming in. They're not going to do any real damage to this TC, to be honest, but they are going to be able to disrupt. And all the citizens are going to be going ham on the Carnivora here. It is going to go down. And looks like he does manage to get that TC up. So IamMagic there really trying to disrupt. Even though the TC is up, he has managed to disrupt quite a bit, which is pretty darn good. Termers going to try and do what they do best, which is harassed villagers. Very good Termers in the early start of the game. Going to be... Oh, this is absolutely huge. Trying to dodge. Oh, gets the dodge. Oh, my God. Oh, that is absolutely beautiful. A round of applause there for Blidge. Huge micro on that citizen. Dodging those spears. Wowee. 8 HP there. Good Lord. That is kind of crazy. We are going to see some Murmillo coming out now for IamMagic. We do see the Theft of Fire here. Really nice ability for the Prometheus age up here. Citizens, their work rate is increased. Very, very important for that economy that you need. 36 villagers for Kronos, only 28 for Oranos. So it is because of this second TC. So Kronos going for a very different style play. We're not seeing mega aggression here. We're seeing more of a boom opening. And what do we see back at home? Just one basing Oranos, it seems, with those Termers. And looks like it's just going to be continued Termer play here, trying to be as annoying as possible. The only real way to deal with Termers is getting cav on them can be really good, but the thing is with the Atlanteans is you don't really have any hand attack cav in the second age. So Termer play can be really tricky. Going to see further villager harass here. Absolute nightmare. Probably wants to get some Murmillos on those Termers if possible. But I think that... we do see a Caladria going down as well. The second one here for IamMagic. Going to be trying to take down this watchtower. And huge aggression here from IamMagic. Really turning the tables. Normally you see Kronos in the aggressor position. But no, it's Oranos here doing the work with the Caladrias. And it's great. I mean, Blidge is just refusing to create units here. He is refusing. Is he going to lose any citizens here? I don't think he's lost a citizen yet. He's got huge micro games here. You can see what he's doing. He's really trying to micro as best he can. He's got another party of Termers on the south side, annoying the second TC as well. Finally, we're going to see some units coming out now for Blidge. Going to be some Termers as well. We do see the bite of the shark. Very, very scary ability here. 5% attack damage for Murmillos. And he's just going to continue here with the Murmillo Termer pressure. Any sign of any age up yet? Not really. Blidge really holding a lot of wood here, getting pushed off any kind of resources, any kind of hunt here. He does have 54 villagers versus 38 for Oranos, but yeah, IamMagic is putting the pressure on and he's doing it well. He's going to be taking down the watchtower there. Do you see a deconstruct of this watchtower? Is it going to be moved? It is going to be moved to try and protect the gold mine here. Remember, you can do that, ladies and gents. Don't be afraid to move your watchtowers if you are playing Kronos. And I'm not too sure what the plan really is here for Blidge, to be honest. I mean, he needs to get some kind of military out here or think about an age up, potentially, or do something. He is under increasing amount of pressure. He has got a serious eco advantage. Oh, there goes a shockwave. Fantastic. Going to be able to immediately clear up those Termer there. And they're pretty much all that Blidge has. So, you know, if IamMagic can get on top of this like he seems to be doing, is cleaning up a lot of units here. And he is refusing to budge. 3 watchtowers now surround the gold mine, trying to really hold it off. Murmillo's starting to filter into the base. And he is going to make a Bit of a retreat here. Is he thinking about potentially going for a third age? He is not. Neither players seem to be doing that. We are going to start to finally see some eco upgrades coming in. Pickaxe coming in now for IamMagic. Is he going to go for a second TC, or is he going to maintain the pressure? Do you see a sky passage coming in? Probably just going to be used to put the pressure. Probably going to put that in a forward position, I would say. Probably going to build a sky passage in front here, maybe to get those Terma quicker into their position. I don't know where the second sky passage is, if there is one. Termas again coming in. We do see further counter barracks trying to get in here. We don't see any upgrades on the Termas still. This is what I find very interesting about high-level players. They don't seem to go for those medium upgrades. It's very, very strange. I don't know why you don't really see it. It's very strange. And quite a force here from IamMagic, to be honest. Score's relatively decent. We are going to see some farms, I'm afraid, because Blidge is absolutely pressured in his base. He can't get out at all. He's got 72 versus 50 villagers. That second TC is his saving grace. He's going to start to get some eco upgrades. He is now finally going to be getting the medium-ranged soldiers. Maybe it's just not worth it, ladies and gents. I don't know. 10% HP, 10% range attack. Maybe just pro players don't like to use it too much. So medium term as we see now. And remember, Mamillos don't really have a huge amount of pierce armor. Only 10% pierce. So Termas can do a little bit of damage to them. They're not invincible. We are now going to start to see medium infantry coming in. Finally, we see a third age option coming in now for IamMagic. It is going to be the Hyperion here. And I think IamMagic is definitely ahead here. Even though he is down on eco, he has huge map control. He's got the age advantage. He doesn't need to go on farms. He's still got all of his herdable sheep. He's getting good eco value here from his food compared to Blidge at the moment. But yeah, man, this mass Terma play. We do see a couple of catapeltes in. Catapeltes, I think it's called. Some people say catapelts. Catapeltes. And yeah, this is definitely not going to be a fight that probably IamMagic doesn't really want to make. If he can lock it down, that'd be great. There is the perfect age up for the Chaos. And it is indeed Chaos, ladies and gents. Loads of damage there from the Termas. And Blidge trying to retreat back into his base here. But we've got some scary catapeltes trying to chase them down here. Movement speed of 5. Remember, Termas have 5.5. So they can try and outdo them. But, oh, it's getting very rough indeed. Temple is getting moved here by Blidge to try and protect the TC that is still on fire and hasn't been rebuilt. I don't know why he hasn't got that rebuilt. It's only on 1100 HP. And we are now going to start to see heavy cavalry coming in. And this is the perfect thing. The Contarius, that's what you need to make against Termas. You can only get them in the third age. It's kind of the answer to mass Termas. Because remember, Termas are only really mega good against ranged soldiers. So if you can get some Contarius, they're 5.8 movement speed. They can chase down Termas, and that's what we're going to see here. And there is the shockwave, and they need to get on that ASAP and start clearing up some of these units here. We don't see any age up in sight yet for Blidge, I'm afraid. He is getting some copper armor in, starting to get some catapeltes of his own to deal with the Contarius. But there's a lot coming in here. He has pretty much, I think he's maxed all of his villagers out. Yeah, 100 population there. And still finding it very difficult to push in. We do have the Satyrs. They are very, very strong units, especially if you get the upgrade on them. And further, just going back in again. IamMagic with those Contarius, trying to shut it down. He's got to be careful, though. Is he just going to try and... He's going to try and zone off Blidge's army here, trying to focus on that TC. It's not the end of the world. He's got all of his villagers out of it that he needs, so it's not the worst case scenario if he does lose it. Termers are actually still managing to do some decent damage here. We see the Catapeltes doing some work on those Contarius there, but they are going to be able to back off just for now. We do see further eco upgrades coming in for IamMagic here, so trying to catch up on the eco. I think he's doing pretty good right now. He's got copper weapons, copper shields. That's going to be very good. Copper shields good against Terma. I mean, look at all these farms, though. Wow-wee, 27. 27 citizens on farms. And I think he's definitely selling some here to get into the next stage, and that's what he's doing. He's going for Hyperion as well. We do see the Gemini, which is the upgrade for the Satyrs. Remember, they're very, very strong myth units. Very, very good. What is this? What is this? Sorry, Sons of the Sun. Hyperion converts all oracles to heroes. Any newly trained ones to heroes as well. Wowee. We do have a couple of citizens held up in this manor here. Are the Catapeltas going to be able to do enough? Oh my god, the manor's on 6 HP. For the life of me, get it down. Does manage to pop out those two citizens. Blidge absolutely all over it with the micro. It's great to see. He's really trying to not lose. He's trying to minimalize citizen loss. And we've seen some great micro from him on some of his citizens earlier on, which is really good. We are going to see something interesting, ladies and gents. The Cheruballistas coming in here. Going to try and do some damage to the Catapeltes. We do have the Satyrs going to get their upgrade. There they are. Very scary units. The advancement for Blidge is in. Immediately now going to be locking heavy infantry, heavy range soldiers. Can he hold on here, ladies and gents? Heroic renewal coming in. Increases heroes' HP and lets them, what was that? Lets them regenerate. Okay. Going to actually get survival equipment in for IamMagic. Maybe he's a bit worried that he might get raided. He does have these sky passages on gold mines. Also, it's really good to put them on hunts so you can quickly get your citizens to safety. I'd recommend it. And looks like we're just going to have a good, decent, classic raid here. But a perfect use of chaos here for Blidge to try and just delay the onslaught of his civilians. Or his citizens, sorry. I keep calling them civilians. Don't know why. Contarius here going to try and skirt around the back. Are they going to be able to escape the maze of military barracks? Yeah, I think they're going to be fine here. But look at all these scary Catapeltes here. And we do now see both a second and a third TC now going down. So finally, IamMagic's going to be able to slowly catch up to the villager rate of Blidge here. We are now going to see some Arcus coming in. I thought that was going to be needed to try and deal with the amount of Catapeltes that are here. It's quite a scary number. Terriers still roaming around. What can they do? What damage can they do? A lot of stuff in queue here. We are going to get fortified TCs. Very good. Going to be able to provide extra population. We are maxing out pop space here. Hey, Punkstar. How you doing, man? Welcome. Thanks for coming on. Hey, MC Jim. Welcome, welcome. We do have a beautiful Chaos here. Another one. The Arcus here being able to really focus down the Catapeltes. Contarius getting out of their great micro there, trying to minimize the amount of losses. And, yeah, we just need to be careful of the Arcus here. Don't want to lose too many to the Terma. But, whoa-wee, these Satyrs there doing some huge damage there. Trying to harass. Oh, one citizen goes down. Trying to dodge it. Oh, that's unfortunate. I think what you need is ballistics. If we can get ballistics on those range, it's going to be absolutely huge. We do see a couple of palaces here trying to defend the gold mine. There also is a nice huntable here, but I honestly don't think it's going to be enough. Loads of citizens going down. I can hear a call for a GG any moment now. So much has been lost. 80 villages, 80 pop down now, 92 for IamMagic. The Carnivora here trying to do what damage it can. Oh my god, loads of citizens are going down here. What on earth? It's looking pretty darn rough right now. I'm not too sure what Blidge's answer is here, but IamMagic got huge map control. Great eco here, funneling troops in. Has way more population space as well with all of the town centres. And there is the GG, ladies and gents. Boom. So really, just to analyse that game, so if we just view the map quickly. So IamMagic actually playing an aggressive Oranos against Kronos. This is what I absolutely love to see. It was great to see. We saw a great opening of the Terma play here. Blidge deciding to go for a fast second TC, which is not uncommon for Kronos, but normally a lot of people associate Kronos players as a very rushy, one base kind of style. But we could easily see the macro when we were going into the second age there for Blidge. We could see the macro was aiming towards food and gold there, was going to be able to chuck down that settlement. And he did manage to get it down. I think it would have definitely been a quicker GG from Blidge if he did lose his TC. But he didn't lose it. He didn't lose it. He nearly did. It was on like 600 HP. And the Terma harass was quite strong from IamMagic as well, really keeping him in his base. It was a very, very good defense from Blidge, though. He held on for a long, long time. And he definitely had... The reason that he had the eco superiority was because simply he just refused to make units for a very long time.